And welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. So last time we started our 9th day on the island and bought more things from Mabel, got tasked with prettying up the town. That's gonna be a procedure. But for now, we are going to do a ceremony. Oh, you want to take part in the ceremony? Right now we'd like to celebrate the grand opening of our campsite. Interested? Splendid! Let's get started. Now then, welcome to our dedication ceremony honoring Kobold's brand new campsite. Thank you. Thanks to everyone's tireless efforts, Kobold is developing wonderfully, yes. I do believe this campsite will bring more attention to Kobold. If we treat our guests well, they may consider moving here. It's just what any growing island needs. I want everyone here to stop by the campsite and have positive interactions with any guests there. Speaking of positive interactions, let's hear from someone who saw to it that we could build a campsite. Jonathan, our friendly resident representative. Anything to add? Yes, indeed. Thank you for your heartfelt and encouraging sentiments there. Everyone, please get ready to join me in bringing the ceremony to a close. Also, those wishing to take a commemorative photo, etc. Yes, well then. With hope for continued growth to celebrate, Kobold's beautiful campsite. Hooray! Thank you all. This concludes our ceremony. Please do take care on your way home. I was gonna say they didn't have to take extra good care because, yeah, there's no way down. They just have to kinda, go down with ladders, so yeah, a little bit precarious. We probably should deal with that at some point. Once the bridge is finished, I might build a slope, like, somewhere. I'm not sure how building slopes works, and that's something I'm a little concerned about. Because again, I do need a slope somewhere, or stairs or something, to make traversal a little bit less hazardous, for tourism, and also just, you know, exploring takes a long time when you have to climb up ladders constantly. Campsite. Cool. Can I do anything cool with the campsite? I heard you could, like, invite people with Amiibo. To be honest, I haven't actually seen the option. But once we do have the option, I have a stack of cards ready to go. So, like, I just picked up a card and it's Rosie, and frankly, she'd be a good first, invite. Yay, are you out for a walk? I love the long walks, they keep your feet entertained. Interesting analogy. Also we need to learn the fountain recipe. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to having paths and just design a really cool looking town. Have it relatively organized. But yeah, we need to do a fair amount of reading, before we can do that, sadly. Quite a bit of reading. Holy cow. Again, I should have been more on top of this all along, but I kind of slacked on it because, hey, I didn't know we'd have to deal with this soon. And besides inventory, now that we have so much more inventory space, it'll be easier to pick up all the weeds around town. I assume also we can actually start finding visitors for Mystery Islands now, because previously we kinda capped out a number of visitors, so we couldn't find anyone new, and I'm assuming now we actually could, if we, wanted to. Again, it's kind of weird not having gyroids so far, so it's like you go and dig up a spot and you're like, wonder if it's a gyroid. Nope, it's just another fossil. Personally, I'm not sure what kind of take this is. I'm pretty sure it's not a very popular take. from what I can tell, but I never liked gyroids. So their inclusion is completely, or their exclusion is totally fine, because I never would display them in my house anyway. I thought they just kind of, I don't know, they just kind of creep me out, if I'm being totally honest. Again, I do wish they included them for people who did like gyroids, but yeah, personally speaking, I'm not super bummed by their exclusion so far. I think most people, it's mostly a thing of like, they've been around since the beginning, so it's weird not having them from that standpoint. Turns out great DIY ideas can hit at really inconvenient times, like just as I'm falling asleep, and then I thought, where's the fun in keeping the recipe to myself? Well, from here it's all you. Brown herring bow, okay. Brown herring bow wall. That's a mouthful. Alright, let's check this out. I like how new things always sort to the top, so it's really easy to find. Drinking fountain. Do we even have a drinking fountain? You might have to unlock a separate recipe to actually get an actual fountain. And stone and iron, that won't be too bad. Brown herring bow wall, wow, okay. Yeah, never seen that before. Well, we're here, might as well sell a bunch of stuff. Yeah, based on the fencing around it, yeah, I'm not sure if Nook's store will fit. I might put one of the shops down there, and just have the other one up in the corner. If it doesn't work out, then they'll just be separated. No big deal. Again, I really like Wild World. Again, if you saw my review on Wild World, I oddly enough came away liking Seed Folk better, and Wild World a little bit less, which was kind of odd. It's like I like both games, but with Wild World it just feels kind of limited based on how much is frankly not unavailable, because it was really built around wireless. And yeah, as a console game, I think Seed Folk had more single-player content, but like Wild World, you know, I don't think in my review I gave Wild World enough credit, because most of the things Seed Folk I like about Seed Folk, Wild World did first, so I wish I had kind of highlighted that better, but oh well. Frankly, at the time of this recording, it's only the 28th, and the review goes up on the 31st. I feel like I kind of didn't do the best job on the New Leaf video. I hope it goes over well, but I kind of feel like I half-baked it a little bit, to be honest, and the actual reason why is, simply put, I've been playing so much New Horizons. I basically put so much into this playthrough, this Let's Play, that, I kind of didn't do the best job in the review, I feel. So Timmy, what do you think about Jonathan's suggestion to move the shop? I'm all for it. Jonathan will find us a spot that'll make business boom, I'm sure of it. Alright then, sounds great. You just leave the rest to me and our friend Jonathan. Well, Jonathan, since the matter of moving is now settled, I'll take the construction fee now. Next up, I'd like you to pick out the new location. In your pockets, you'll find the shop moving kit you'll need, find a spot, and deploy. So, time to put my plans to the test. Again, I don't know if this is gonna work. Again, if this doesn't work, I can always move this bridge to make up for it. But for example, I want to see how close to the plaza I can actually build the shop. Not that close, cool. If I put it here, I don't know if there would be enough room for the Able Sisters. And again, at some point I'm gonna have to I want to redo the bridge because it's so haphazard and doesn't match the bridge I'm currently building. Will it let me put it this close to the river? It actually will. That actually wouldn't be a bad spot. Because it's not it's still blocking a little bit of a pathway. I picked a new location for the shop. But the thing is, we won't need to vault here, because we have 2 bridges on either side. And depending on the size of the Able Sister store, it might still fit here. If not, again, I'll just move it somewhere else. No big deal. Based on the size of this shop, it should fit within like a 1 or 2 space margin. But I'm not sure how close they let you put 2 buildings. For example, over here, we have these 2 buildings that are like 4 spaces apart. Again, I like this location for the shop, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think I can put the Able Sister store here, conveniently, unless I move this bridge, which I could always do. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me put the Able Sister shop. Okay, let's see measuring. So I'm assuming the 2 shops are gonna be the same size, roughly. So operating under that assumption, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So here would be about like this for the bridge. Again, I'm assuming this bridge is gonna go down. Once we build a new bridge, it will still be roughly 2 spaces across, because this bridge over here, because of Lloyd's placement, it looks like it will be about, 2 spaces across still. So let's see. So 4 would be here, and another 4 would be here. So this is why I think it might be a problem. I don't think it's gonna let me put it this close. And I don't want to try moving my house to find this out, to be honest. I don't have enough bells. I think it's 30,000. Hey, Hawkeye, you good? What's the latest? This weather really gets the muscles glistening, Hawkeye. I feel like dialogue isn't as good in this game. Like, I kind of like the dialogue, and at the same time, it feels like it repeats more than in past games. It reminds me of a little bit of City Folk in that way. Not the end of the world, but still kind of like, it's a little disappointing, I think. Nope. Like confrontation again. Me too, Isabel. Me too. I really want to know how you invite the resident, because I could have sworn you could do that, but maybe not. Maybe we have to actually build up the town better. I also wanted to see if customization changes per day. So for example, do we have different options today? The answer seems to be a big nope. This looks about the same as it did yesterday. Oh well. How much is moving? I want to say it's 30,000, but it might be 20,000. The deposits are full moving the shop at the moment. Everything should be wrapped up by tomorrow, so let's discuss this then, whenever it's convenient. Okay, so we can't do it anyway, cool. So yeah, I'm not sure how the campsite works. Again, I feel like I read you could invite villagers. We'll have to wait and see. I kind of miss having a full, like, RV park, from the last game, for inviting villagers. Overall, it's a kind of quiet day. Again, hopefully we can unlock another shop soon. Is there a weed behind my house? That's really sneaky and kind of annoying when that happens. Again, obviously there's still some people we can talk to. We haven't talked to Puddles, and Shari, and yeah, just those 2 actually. Puddles and Shari. I wish the map was a little bit... Okay, I'm gonna complain about something. Button mapping. I wish you could have... Like, start or plus doesn't do anything other than save the game. In other games, minus... Wait, no, that's wrong actually. Plus does nothing. In previous games, plus or minus would quit the game. Now plus doesn't do anything. I wish plus was something, and then menu was hotkeyed. Because having to do this every time kinda takes longer than just pushing one button. Huh? Oh, were you talking to me? Sorry, I was way in the DIY zone, Splish. Well, I'm making a cabin wall. I dreamt the idea when I fell asleep watching Maglev's in Love. It's about trains in love. One of them— hang on, not important. Doesn't matter if Maglev and Mike took their relationship off the rails, because I'm building a thing. Hey Jonathan, do you want to know how to make a cabin wall too? Sure. I'm going to be the first pop star slash fashion designer slash DIY guru, so I write down all my recipes. Here you go. Oh my gosh, Splish, it's so way easy. You'll slap one together in no time. On the subject of villagers, one other problem I do have, and this isn't really that big of a problem, but just something I've been noticing, is villager personalities are much more, they almost feel like caricatures. In past games, characters would have defining traits, like you have your jocks who like working out, and talking a lot about working out. You know, you have cranky characters and snooty characters, etc, etc. But in this game, one thing I am definitely noticing is, villager personality types seem to be much more like— it's like more of their personality seems to be built around their quirk, rather than, you know, having kind of a generic type. For example, Pierce talks way more about working out than he did in the past games. I've had him in my town, and he talks a lot about working out anyway, so yeah, that's kind of an accomplishment. Make yourself at home, okay? Hey Jonathan, I'm liking your worker's jacket. Real sporty. One of these days I should get in on the activewear thing. If you got any tips, I'm all ears. Got nothing to give you at the moment. But yeah, you can give people gifts. I assume it's for friendship points. Pierce obviously is high up on the friendship point ladder because he just randomly gives me stuff a lot. But yeah, I think today is going to be another two video per session kind of day, because, yeah, we can't do anything with the campsite yet. Never mind. There's a book sitting over here. I picked up a lost item. I should probably try to reunite this with its owner. So much for ending. Guess we need to find who this lost book belongs to. So we'll do that in the next video. In any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.